What is a relationship? When many of us hear the word relationship, we think of a number of other words: partner, significant other, mother, father. But there's another kind of relationship that often gets overlooked, even though we're cultivating them for about half of our day, every day. That is, of course, professional relationships. Anytime you speak with a coworker, contact a customer or client, help out a direct report, or explain a model to your supervisor, you are developing a professional relationship. Professional relationships are incredibly varied in their nature and scope. They can be short, or they can last a lifetime. They can be intense and productive, or they can be a bedrock of consistent frustration in the workplace. In any case, they are incredibly important at any stage of our lives, and in the most extreme cases, can break or make a career. In this video, we will discuss the ways relationships are important, how to build them, and how to maintain them over time. I'm David Buterbaugh from the Five Forks branch. It's nice to have you along. Let's get started. Why are professional relationships important? Trust. When there's mutual trust on your team, you know you can rely on each other. You won't have to waste a moment checking behind someone to make sure they've done what they've said they would do. Respect. When everyone on a team respects each other, every voice is more likely to be heard. This means that good ideas will shine through and allows you to collaborate based on input, creativity, and appreciation. Self-awareness. When you take responsibility for your words and actions, others are more likely to support you. Being self-aware leads to being self-sufficient, and the ability to take on important jobs and see them through makes you a valuable asset. Open communication. Good relationships, whether at home or at work, depend on open and honest communication. At work, this includes emails, meetings, video calls, and Slack messages. The more effectively you communicate with those around you, the better you connect. How to build professional relationships. Make a plan. Until we are adults, we are around a similar group of people most of the time. They're the kids in our neighborhood, our sports teams, our college roommates, or friends. That makes it very easy to maintain friendships because we know that those people will be there almost every time. As adults, it's more difficult to maintain relationships because we're all so independent. That means you'll need them to make a plan to build them. Identify those in your work life who can help you the most and concentrate on helping them. Once you feel like you have a good grasp there, determine who your friends are. You've probably started working on this already. Decide in advance who you are going to devote the most energy to and don't sit back on your heels about it. Take responsibility. It's your responsibility to be proactive about making meaningful connections at work. Don't assume that the top salesperson at your company is going to come over and give you all her trade secrets. She might, but don't count on it. You're going to have to find ways to meet people you need to have on your side. One great way to do this is to take responsibility in a different way. When you mess up, immediately accept responsibility and say something like, "I messed up on this one. Let me pick up where I left off. I'll do better next time." Or, "My mistake. I know how I can improve this going forward." Showing that you are willing to own up to your errors will let them know how dependable you are and will build trust. Put in the time. Building exceptional relationships with your team and customers takes time. Some relationships at work will come easily and yield benefits right away. Most will require work, and even those that feel organic could be developed with effort. Set time aside every day to develop your most important work relationships. This could mean contributing to your LinkedIn connections or other social media platforms, but make sure you get a reasonable amount of face-to-face time with those who you see most often at your workplace. Stay positive. Everyone knows having a coworker who is always dreary and glum is draining to work with. It's much easier to stay friendly with people who are looking on the bright side. If someone you know is always cheerful and smiling when they meet you, it makes you more likely to feel the same way. Always be looking for what's on the horizon, what you can create or succeed in together in the future, and your relationship will have momentum and impact potential. Maintaining relationships over time. Goals and needs. Relationship goals and needs will change over time. Continuously ask yourself, what do my connections need and what do I need from them? Even better, ask, what will they need? Even better than that, ask those you work with what they need directly. Understanding these questions will inform you how you can move forward with your connections. Manage your boundaries. We've talked a lot about making time, but don't make too much. It's easy to fall into a relationship where both people are leaning on one another to excuse their lack of productivity. Something else that happens is one coworker may lean too far into the comfort zone of another and can impinge on their feelings of privacy or safety. Be aware of these pitfalls. It may not always be necessary, but verbally setting clear boundaries can be very effective when they're needed. Listen deeply. One of the best ways to make someone feel important or cared for is to actively and deeply listen to their concerns and contributions. Not only that, but it gives you a way to explore the issue more deeply and ask good questions. When a connection calls you in the future with a concern, show that you are listening by asking good questions and reframing their speech back to them to let them know that they are understood. They will reciprocate in kind when you call on them. Navigating the relationships that you build throughout your work careers can and should be a lifelong endeavor. If you take an active role in developing these relationships, you can pave your way to success much more quickly and easily than if you go it alone. That's it for this video. I'm David Buterbaugh, and I hope you found this program helpful and productive. Thanks for tuning in.